Hi, Stan Griffin, pastor of the Cornerstone Baptist Church of Exeter, Maine, and this is Garage Talk. I've been thinking about garages. I've mentioned this in the past. Maybe it's a pet peeve of mine, but you know there's some really nice shops up there. You could eat your eggs off the floor. They're so clean. They painted floors and cabinets that I've priced that cost more money than it's just. But thou shalt not covet is one of the 10 commandments, and sometimes I'm guilty of breaking that commandment when I'm looking at other folks' garage. But the key to a good garage, if you were going to scale one on 1 to 10, you'd walk into one like that and you'd say, wow, this is a 10. But the question is, does it have the right tools in the garage? Because you can pull your car into a magnificent shop, but if they don't have the right testing equipment and the right tools, it can look good sitting there, but it's going to be just as broke when it goes out. So if you're going to rate your garage, the question is, what do you have for tools? And it always seems like you always need more, but the proper equipment, a specialty tool can be extremely expensive, but it can pay for itself in one job if it's used properly and saves you a tremendous amount of time. Some vehicles cannot be fixed without the proper tool. This people would recognize as a hammer. It's a claw hammer, so we have the claw pulling hammer for hitting. It is a very effective tool for what it is designed for. But let's just say I got up one morning and I couldn't find my comb. Would you comb your hair with a hammer? Well, I think you can do this. I think it works. It's not what this was made for, and it seems a little stupid. Now, I do have a comb. I had this comb for a long time. People have tried to buy me a new comb, but I like this comb. It's kind of bent, a little crooked. But anyway, would you drive a nail with that comb? No, you can try to comb your hair with a hammer. You cannot drive a nail with a comb. It's the tool. It's what it's made for. My point is this. You know that God is the ultimate tool maker, and he made you. Colossians says he made you. All things were made by him and for him. You are a tool in God's toolbox. And another thing that amazes me about most mechanics, you can walk into their shop, and I got friends of mine, and my shop is no different. You look at it around here, and originally when we started making these, I wanted to make you to think that this shop is it's just a garage, and I've got stuff everywhere. But you know, for the most part, if I need something, I know where it is. And you can go in other guys' garages. My dad can tell you exactly where something is in his garage, sitting at his kitchen table. If I want something, go over there. It's in that cabinet on that further wall, and you go, there it is. I got a preacher friend of mine that has a fairly extensive library. And if he's not home, he can tell me where in his library a particular book is that I need, which just amazes me. Why? Because everybody has their tools, whether you're a preacher that has a library or a mechanic that has a garage or a God in heaven that made you for a purpose. You are a specialty tool in his toolbox, and he made you on purpose for a purpose. And he knows where you are. He hasn't lost you. And when the time comes that he needs you, he wants to reach down and grab you for that special job he has for you. Always be ready. Someone said, luck, which I don't believe in, but luck is when preparation meets opportunity. If you and I stay prepared for God's service, one of these days, if not today, possibly right now, I'm sure he's used you in the past for a specific purpose, and he's going to use you again for a specific purpose. He loves you, he wants you, and for his service, he needs you to be ready to be used as the tool that he made you for. Hope that makes sense. Thanks for watching. See you in church on Sunday, I hope. Hi, Stan Griffin. Pastor. Hi.
You don't even have to clap anymore.
Oh. You're always changing the rules. Okay. Hi, Stan Griffin, pastor of the Cornerstone Baptist Church of Exeter, and this is Garage Talk.
Exeter, Maine.
I did that. All right. And I don't share my comb. Just like, there's a sign. Don't ask to borrow my tools. Okay? Don't ask to borrow my comb. This is my comb. Shout out to Dr. Paul Harsh, First Baptist Church, Lady Lake, Florida, who gave us a tour of his garage and has an incredible collection of Chrysler product muscle cars. Awesome. Thank you.